New microphone. Who this? Of course, it's SNL, and you know what that means. It is Formula X season number 10, round 5 at the Red Bull Ring. The championship so far has had 4 rounds, and it has been an absolute walkover, with Bunnies in the McLaren leading the championship. The two-time champion leads with 115 points. Second place is another former champion, Gasman, who won last time out in the Ferrari. He has 89 points. Third is the current champion, Ajax, in the Renault with 73 points. So a massive gap between the top three, 42 points covering them, and it's 30 points for a win as well. Fourth place is Morcherry in the Lotus with 64 points. Fifth place is Yafax in the Alfa Romeo. He unfortunately is not here today, and his place has been taken by Alpha Capri. Now, those of you might remember Alpha Capri from season number 4 of Formula X. Well, it's a different Alpha Capri, just to make things confusing. In sixth place is Bailey in the Red Bull. An impressive season. Saw him get his first ever podium at the last round at Dragon Trail. He has 54 points. He is 10 points ahead of SNL Jam in the Jordan. And of course, this weekend is the first weekend since the unfortunate passing of team founder Eddie Jordan. So all the teams are running Eddie Jordan stickers somewhere on their cars. So spot those as we go through the field. Eighth place is the ever-impressive Punisher in the Ferrari. He has 36 points after his best result of 4th last time out. Ben returns in the Benetton. He has had 2 results and he's had 2 4th places. He has 32 points, making him 1 point ahead of his teammate Rob on drums, also obviously in the Benetton. In 11th place is the returning Regimus Prime. He's had 2 races and 28 points in that Alfa Romeo, an impressive return for him. 12th place is Aloe in the Red Bull, 28 points as well. Middle of a trio, all on 28. 13th is Bondimus Prime in the Team Lotus. He's had an impressive season, but down in 13th place, it's not reflective of what he's been doing in every single race. 14th is Christo in his first season of Formula X. Again, impressive performances, does not deserve to be down in 14th place with 23 points. It's then a 10-point gap to Mr. Smith in the Renault with 15 in 15th place. And also on 13 points is Slenderfella in the Jordan after a season he would like to forget from the start. The team championship, well, McLaren are leading that as well. However, it's a lot closer. Only 13 points ahead of Ferrari. 138 points for McLaren, 125 for Ferrari. Team Lotus are in third place with 92, and it's then a lot closer. Renault have 86, followed by Alfa Romeo with 83. Red Bull on 82, and then we have a 19-point gap to Benetton on 63, who are just 6 points ahead of Jordan on 57. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the grid for round number 5 here at the Red Bull Ring. We have 42 laps here, and it was a close qualifying session as always. And taking his 7th pole position in Formula X is Gasman in the Ferrari. He qualified on the soft tyres, and he has soft, and hards for the race. Drivers have to use all 3 compounds this season, unless it rains, and it is the Red Bull Ring, so it can rain here. In second place with the number 2 on his car is Ben, a return for the Benetton, and he qualified on softs. He has soft, hards as well. In third place, he qualified on the medium tyres. These are not proving to slow him down one iota. Bunnies, he has medium hards for the race as well, so tough race ahead of him. In fourth place, again a fantastic qualifying session for Bondimus Prime, up there once more and out-qualifying his teammate. He qualified on the softs, and he has soft, mediums and hards for the race. In fifth place is Regimus Prime in the Alfa Romeo. He qualified on the soft tyres, and he has soft, medium and hards for the race. In 6th place is the defending champion Ajax. He qualified on medium tyres. He has medium hards for the race as well, which means that he, again, will be doing a bit of a rain dance, I suspect. In 7th place, and you can see the Eddie Jordan sticker on the front of that Red Bull, it is Bailey. Bailey qualified on soft tyres, and he has soft hards for the race. In 8th place is Alpha Capri after his first ever qualifying session in SNL. As I said before, he is not the same Alpha Capri that appeared in Season 4. That man was Portuguese. This is a British driver. So he is 8th on the grid. He has soft medium, so an aggressive strategy for the reserve. Yafax not saving his tyres. 9th place is the Jordan on this Pondramus weekend for the team. It is Slender Fella. He qualified on the soft tyres. He has soft, mediums and hards for this race. The top 10 covered by a second in qualifying. 10th place once more. It seems to be a popular position for him this season. It's the Punisher. He qualified on soft tyres, soft hards for the race. Bailey in the chat saying good morning to us legends. Hopefully the legends did respond. There, in 11th place is Rob on drums in the Benetton. He qualified on soft tyres, soft hards for the race. So quite a lot of drivers on soft hards for this race. 12th place is the man 4th in the championship, Morcherry in the Team Lotus. We've seen him fly up the field, though, in all the races so far. Soft, mediums and hards for him in this race. In 13th place is Christo in the McLaren. He qualified on the medium tyres. He has soft, hard for the race. Not many drivers qualifying other on softs. So there are 4 drivers on mediums and 1 driver on hard. In 14th place is Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith in the Renault qualified on soft tyres. He has soft, hard for the race. In 15th place is the other Jordan of SNL Jam. He qualified on the hard tyres and he has soft hards for the race. And finally, in 16th place is Aloe in the Red Bull. He qualified on the soft tyres, made a mistake unfortunately, and has soft hards for the race. So that is the grid for round number 5. All 16 drivers here. Full race. 42 laps here at the Red Bull Ring. The pit stop window opens on the end of lap number 3 and closes at the end of lap 39. So they have to do 3 laps at least before the end. So without further ado, let's get this race underway here at the Red Bull Ring. We've got Gazman on pole in the Ferrari. He's alongside Ben in the Benetton. Bunny's in 4th. We have 5 lights, and it is going. A great start from Gazman straight away. You saw him leap away from Ben, who is having to tuck up into 2nd place. Ben goes up the inside though. Ben runs him wide, and that means that Bunnies can take the lead after turn 1. Gazman 2nd, Ben 3rd. Ben is in a fight though. Ajax up to 3rd place from 6th on the grid. Bondamer's still in 4th as they go 4 wide into turn number 3, as it is called officially. Bondamer's up into 3rd place. Ajax in 4th. Let's go back to the start of the race though, where we can go on board with Bunnies into turn 1. You'll see Ben braking a lot later and taking a little bit of a nibble off Gazman, and result is that Bunnies takes the lead. The man has won 4 of the first 5 races, and we then see the fight going on. Let's go further down the field. What's going on? Ben is down to 6th, and then we have Slenderfella in 8th. Oh, it's Mr. Smith. Was that Mr. Smith flying through the corner? It was. Let's go on board with Mr. Smith. He's on the hard tyres. He's in 11th place. He's on the overtake. So the slipstream here is going to be very, very strong. Let's see what he does. So he brakes into the corner, and he just... Oh, did he get hit by Alpha Capri from behind? That was very odd. Very strange. No, Alpha Capri was ahead of him. So what happened there? Into the corner. No. How strange. Mr. Smith then getting through. Up to 9th place. Has Alpha Capri ahead of him. As they go into turn number 4. And Gasman has got ahead of Bunnies. So a nice move there by the Scot on the Canadian. Bondemus into 3rd. So they all start fighting once more. Alpha Capri. Morcherry is up to 8th after starting 12th. So the Lotus driver in the infield now. Bunnies in the chat saying good morning. So Bunnies is with us live as we go through to the final corner for the first time. Bunnies leading, running a little wide. Bunnies got past Gasman again. So what happened here? Was this going into turn number 9? Has he gone round the outside? He has. What a move from Bunnies to lead at the end of lap number 1. Just keeping it in the inside as we see Benetton running very wide. Was that Rob on drums? It was. Rob on drums losing a lot of positions. No, it wasn't. It was Ben. What happens to Ben then? No, he gets in, stays in 5th, holds the position to Bailey. They go into turn 1. Bondemus is right there with Gasman and Bunnies. Oh, Bondemus has got himself up into 2nd. Bondemus is going for the lead of the race. Bondemus in the Lotus on lap number 2 leads here in Austria. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already this season. This is the action-packed SNL Formula X. Ajax putting the pressure on his current championship rival. Gasman is 2nd, Ajax in 3rd. The current champion looking for a move at the former champion as he goes into turn 4. Makes the move nicely into turn 4. Bailey then in 5th place as Ajax has spun it. What happened there then? We were looking at the field, so Ajax went up the inside. Oh! Now I don't know if there was contact there with Gasman. Gasman is holding up though. So did he feel there was contact? Down into turn 4 we go. There goes Ajax. Oh, it's the slightest of contacts. And Gasman, he does back off. Gasman backs off to let the Canadian back through. That means a lot of drivers suddenly have gained 2 positions. Morcherry is in 6th, Ragemus in 7th, the Punisher 8th now, Rob on drums 9th, Christo in 10th, Ajax down in 11th place now with Gasman. They will be kicking themselves. Jam in 13th ahead of Mr. Smith and Aloe. Slenderfella hasn't had a great start. He's had a bit of an off. He's on the soft tyres, but it's at the front. We see Bondemus leading the field for Team Lotus. He's got all the pressure though of Bunnies behind him. A quarter of his overtake used. An 8th probably by Bunnies. Bunnies having a look into turn number 3. He goes up the inside and gets it stopped on the apex. Nicely done, but then Bondemus able to attack on the exit and gets the move going down to turn 4. He's on the overtake once more and has it all in position by the time they get to 4. In the background we can see Alpha Capri up to 4th place in his first ever SNL race. He's up in 4th. Brilliant start for the debutant. Bailey in 5th, and then we have the Punisher now in 6th place. We're missing all the moves, it would seem. Morcherry is in 7th, Ragemus in 8th. We will go through the tyres in a brief moment, but the action is all over the place. Bondemus and Bunnies fighting each other side by side. We'll quickly go through the tyres. Bondemus has soft tyres leading the race. Bunnies on the mediums. That's his softest compound. He has a pair of hards to go. Ben on the softs, as is Alpha Capri, as is Bailey. The Punisher, Morcherry, mediums for Ragemus Prime. So Ragemus Prime has soft and hard, so he is on a different strategy to those he's racing with, as we see Rob on drums getting a great move out of turn 1, getting the momentum, and he gets that Benetton up into 8th and has a little look, possibly at turn number 3 for 7th place. The Benetton in a good position as Morcherry runs wide on the exit, and Rob on drums has the prime position to take it off him. Yes, he does. So Rob on drums is on softs, Morcherry on softs, Ragemus on mediums, Christo is on softs as he has Ajax and Gazman up the inside of him. Both of these two drivers had an issue last time and they're fighting hard. Ajax on the medium tyres, he has double hards left. Gazman on the softs, the Ferrari driver, having a look up the inside of the Renault once more. This is how they came into contact last time in the race. Have we had any pit stops? Jam on the hards hasn't stopped. Mr. Smith hasn't stopped. Slenderfella on the softs hasn't stopped. Aloe though has. Aloe has gone off his hard tyres and now is on the softs. Whilst at the front, it is attack, attack, attack. Bondamus versus Bunnies. The McLaren driver tucked up behind the Lotus. The Lotus has used half its overtake after the first 4 laps. In the background, Ben is under pressure from Alpha Capri. Alpha Capri going round the outside of turn 3, but nothing doing for him as Ben in the Benetton is holding station. 3rd place for him in this Austrian race, not Australian race, although many people fly to Austria and think they're in Australia, and there is a special check-in desk for people who do that mistake. Surprising how often it happens. Bondamus though, 1st place, leading again in SNL. This is becoming a regular feature. Bunny's in the chat saying he had a lot of fun battling with Bondamus. Bondamus running a little bit wide out of the final corner, but getting a bit of a drive away. As we look, the Punisher in 7th. Rob on drums, a little bit of a reprieve for him as Morcherry has the attentions of Ragemus Prime as they go towards turn 1. You can overtake on the exit more than you can on the entrance into this corner. That curb will unsettle the car as you see Morcherry having a slide through the corner. These 5 drivers then, 2 former champions in this battle, as we see in front Ragemus getting past Morcherry. Oh, Morcherry spun it! Was there contact with Ajax? Ajax looks like he slowed down to say yes there was. Purple in the 1st sector by nearly 3/10 of a second. Let's have a look. Oh, I think Morcherry possibly had lost it before the contact, but Ajax being the gentleman and slowing down. That means Mr. Smith is going to get past his teammate. He does. As Morcherry in 12th, Ajax 13th. Slenderfella then has an opportunity to get past the champion, and he does. The Jordan driver. As I say, on this sad weekend in motor racing, the loss of Eddie Jordan, the founder of the Jordan team. You can see on the side the sticker, the clover leaf with the heart on the top. Morcherry's having a look at Mr. Smith as they go towards turn number 9. It's got to be a brave move at the inside. Not today, but Mr. Smith runs out wide. He's feeling the pressure of the podium getter. Goes very defensive. Jam has pitted as well, so Jam has pitted. He's now on the soft tyres, so 2 drivers have pitted. At the front of the field though, no stops so far for Bondamus and Bunnies. Bunny's having a look at the inside at turn number 4. He should have the position. He's got it nicely done. Oh, a slide though. On the exit, got on the power too early. Bondamus straight away has an opportunity to attack, attack, attack. This top 6 are covered by not very much at all. What is the gap between them? As we see, the Punisher setting purple times. The gap between him and Bunnies is about 4 seconds. Bondamus all over the back of Bunnies. Bunnies trying to push away, trying to disappear from them, but they're not getting away. And in fact, Ben has joined them. So this battle for the lead has become a top 3. We've seen this before in SNL this season. The race is so close. with everybody involved all the way through the field. Bailey in 5th place is looking at this thinking, well, first place is not far away. There's a big gap, though, between the Punisher and Rob on drums. It's about 4 seconds. So the gap between 6th and 1st is 4, and then it's a big gap between 6th and 7th. It's an equal distance, or equidistant as well. Gasman up into 8th place now after that early incident with Ajax. Ragemus down in 9th. Those medium tyres just slowing him up slightly. Christo in 10th. And then we have a gap of about 11 seconds to Ajax. So this field is really spread at points. We have clusters of drivers all the way through. So there is Mr. Smith and Slenderfella. Slenderfella trying to get past the Renault, the 2 yellow cars, fighting. Mr. Smith having all sorts of worries, trying to keep Slenderfella behind. Slenderfella looking for a move around the outside at turns 7 and 8, nearly getting it done. They go through turn 9, Slenderfella is still there and it's done. So the Jordan up into 13th place. So another position gained. Aloe currently in 16th place. He's setting 15s 5, 1560s, Jam a 14-0 and a 14-4. But it's at the front of the field. The Punisher, who's got 5th place, and he's looking at Bailey. He's got the fastest lap of a 13-2. The Ferrari driver looking very fast on board with the Canadian. Through the infield, you can see the cars ahead of us. Bondamus. Ben has got past Bunnies. So Ben in the Benetton is past Bunnies. And Ben's taken the lead. How on earth has Ben taken the lead? So through turns 7 and 8 and 9. Oh, a little bit wide by Bondamus, and he lost all his momentum. He's going to be under pressure, possibly from Bunnies, as they go into the penultimate corner. And Bondamus already, you can see above his head that red light at the airbox. That shows he's got less than 25% of his overtake remaining. Bunnies has more so, and he gets the inside line into turn 1. He has to be careful not to hit that curb too tight, and he does get past Bondamus. So Bondamus into 3rd now. Bailey has got all the attention, well, the Punisher, he just drives past him, using the overtake to his advantage, puts himself up into 4th. The Ferrari driver having a brilliant start to this race. In fact, Ferrari 4th and 7th as it stands, with Gasman chasing Alpha Capri and 2 Italian marks in red. In the background, Rob on drums has the attention of Christo, the McLaren driver, trying to get past the American. He's got a good chance on the exit, but again, it's not an easy opportunity to overtake into six, 7 and 8. We've just got no opportunity. It's too tight, it's too flowing. Ragemus on the back of these drivers. He's on the medium tyres. He'll be going longer, we suspect, than those around them. The pit stop window is open. It closes on lap number at the end of lap 39. So the drivers have to do 2 pit stops in that period unless it rains. On board with Morcherry. Hasn't added to his podium successes after round number 1, but chasing down Ajax, the current champion in the Renault. He's under pressure though, as Morcherry gets the position and puts himself up into 11th place. At the front of the field is Bunnies now. Bunnies has taken the lead. As we see in the background, Ben has got all the pressure of Bondamus. So these top 3 swapping positions lap for lap, having a great scrap. Bunnies leading from Ben, from Bondamus. Bondamus using a wider line. Oh my word, Ben! How on earth did that happen? On board with Ben. Into turn number 9. Did he just clip the curb? Oh, what on earth happened there? Genuinely don't know. Let's go on board with Bondimus. Let's see if we can work it out from seeing Ben's off board. He just clipped too much grass. Too much grass, and then all of a sudden he's in the wall. So Ben and Alpha Capri. Ben's lost all sorts of time. He's got so much damage on that Benetton. He's dropped down to 7th place as Gazman gets past him. What a smash from the Benetton. He was 2nd. He's now down to 7th. He's just ahead of his teammate Rob on drums. He's got the attentions of Ragemus, but Ragemus has prior concerns. He's got Christo in his slipstream. Christo will have a look into turn 3. No, not quite, but he can get him on the exit. But, oh, and then has a bit of a slide with those soft tyres. We're on lap number 12 already. Ajax and Morcherry, they're side by side. I feel we may have missed a move as we cut to the leaders last time. So Ajax now ahead of Morcherry. Slender Fella in 13th, jamming 14th after his pit stop. Mr. Smith in 15th, hasn't stopped yet. Aloe has stopped in the Red Bull at the front of the field. Bunny's feeling all sorts of pressure from Bondimus though. Bondimus is in a prime position to get past the race leader. Will he do it into turn 1? It'll be a brave move. He thinks better of it as they attempt to go through. But the Punisher, all of a sudden, the Punisher has a look at the first place position. The Ferrari driver has been making such nice progress in this early stages of the race. He did have the fastest lap, that has been beaten by his teammate by only 0.02 of a second, or less than 0.02 of a second. So the Ferrari driver in 3rd, Bailey 4th, Gazman back up to 5th. He's got the attentions of Alpha Capri though. Still. Alpha Capri having a look up the inside of Gazman, the former champion, against the new recruit. Alpha Capri in 6th place. Having a good start to his SNL career. He is a reserve this season, so we'll hopefully see him a few more times this season. He looks pretty quick. Rob on drums in 8th place has Ragemus all over the back of him. Ragemus will be looking to make the move, but he's got to be careful because Christo, the opportunist, goes round the outside. Well, Ragemus was eyeing up a move for the position and then loses it to Christo. He'll have a look into turn 1. This will be a brave move. He has to back out. He thinks better of it. In turn 1, Rob on drums running wide on the exit. Has to be careful there, as up ahead Alpha Capri is putting pressure on. Oh, Ben's lost another place. Has Ben had an issue already? Ben's gone off. Ben went off in the penultimate corner. He's not having a good time of it. He's lost. No, sorry, he was in 7th place. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's because he's catching these drivers up. It's confused me. Gazman then in 5th. The battle's slowing up these two. So Gazman having to defend the inside line. Alpha Capri will be thinking, well, I can have a little move into turn 4 possibly. So we're on board with the driver in 6th. Will he get up the inside of the Ferrari into turn 4? He does. Gets it on the apex, and you can see the Ferrari in the background has to slot down to 6th once more. Ben in 7th is having a nice view of this race. Go back to the Punisher. Who's there? Oh, Christo and Rob on drums are having a fight. So Christo is up into 8th, Rob on drums, then had a move into turn 4. Did he outbrake himself? No, he managed to keep the position, got a good exit, but then he's on the outside for turn 6. So he can't get the position done. Ragemus has a great view of this. We'll go on board once more with the Alfa Romeo. The two drivers ahead of him are fighting tooth and nail on lap number 14. Tyres are looking pretty good. Here in Austria, oh, a little bit of sparks flying. It's Ajax in 11th, Slenderfella in 12th, so the Jordans not having a great run. 12th and 13th for the pair. As Jam has got past Morecherry. Morecherry's had an off at 22.3 for him on the previous lap. Mr. Smith is in 15th, just ahead of Aloe. Back at the front of the field though, it is Buddies. 13.9, just ever so slightly quicker than Bondimus. They're settling into a bit of a rhythm now at the front of the field after the early scraps. So Bunnies is holding position. Alpha Capri in the chat saying great racing, guys. Bondimus second place. Punisher third. Bailey in fourth. As it's starting to... Oh, Alpha Capri's got ahead of Gasman. Gasman's dropped down to 7th. What's happened there? I don't know. Gasman may have gone a little bit wide. Watch the Ferrari going through the final corners. Apologies for some of the cutting out on the commentary. Unfortunately, I seem to have a little of my new headphones. Just bear with me. There we go, back to normal. Apologies for that. New headphones, technical difficulties, and all of that. Gubbins at the front. Team is Bunnies. He's got a nice little gap to Bondimus, who actually has pressure from the Punisher. Background though, Bailey. Oh my word. Alpha Capri and Ben having a fantastic fight behind as the Punisher gets himself up into second place. Lap 17 is where it's all happening here at the Red Bull Ring, as Ben puts himself up into fourth. Bailey feels the pressure from Alpha Capri. Alpha Capri moves up into fifth place. Bailey all of a sudden compromised lines. You're losing positions after being fourth for so long. He's got Gasman behind him, who could move him down to 7th. Bailey has a look. Bailey going past as Alpha Capri gets overtaken by two cars. Gasman looking for 4th. What racing from these four. Gasman, inspired by his teammate getting second, has put himself up into 4th place. He started the last lap in 7th. 3 cars overtaken. Bailey has got to make the move on Ben. As they go into turn 3, Alpha Capri though, he could have a move up the inside of Bailey instead of Bailey getting the position. Not quite. So Christo 8th, Ragemus 9th, Rob on drums 10th, Ajax 11th, Jam now in 12th, and he's ahead of his teammate Slenderfella, who's making a pit stop in his Jordan. Morcherry then gets another place. Aloe also getting past possibly as Slenderfella leaves the pits. Aloe has got past Mr. Smith, so Slenderfella on the softs on the hards, leaves the pits. I'll get my teeth in. Bunnies then, it's got a little bit of a gap. It's about a second and a half possibly to the Punisher. On lap number 19. We're nearly halfway through this race. Gasman leading this 4-car battle for 4th. They're racing, as always, incredibly tight. Bailey has got Alpha Capri once more, challenging him into turn 3. Alpha Capri gets the move done, hits the curb though, and loses the momentum on the exit. Bailey having to use the overtake to defend the position. Back on board again with the Alfa Romeos. We always seem to go on board with an Alfa Romeo. It's like they're always involved with the action here in SNL. Despite Alpha Capri being his first ever race, he's getting a lot of overtakes, positions done. Christo in 8th place, quietly going about his business, as the drivers ahead are fighting so hard now. They're losing contact a little bit with Ben. So you can see, yes, fighting for positions is a lot of fun, but it can result in you losing time. See if we have any other battles. I think the closest battles we have. Mr. Smith has been overtaken by a Lowy. So no other battles really further down the field. There's a yellow flag waving. Oh, Alpha Capri's lost it. Alpha Capri, just got on the power too early. And goes into the wall. He's going to lose a lot of positions. Will he lose out to Ajax, trying to get the car back onto circuit? Yes, he does. So Ajax getting past Alpha Capri. So Alpha Capri, after his impressive start to the race, bit of a spin out of turn 1. It can easily be done. Jam runs up to that yellow sausage curb. Missed Morcherry into the pits then on lap number 18 for 19. Lap 20 then for Bunnies. Bunnies not stopping. Up ahead, Mr. Smith coming in, and Slenderfella has done 2 stops. So Slenderfella is the first driver to do 2 stops. So he will jump the drivers ahead. He's been lapped, in fact, by the race leader, who's now 13.6 compared to a 14.8. So 1.2 seconds quicker on the previous lap was Bunnies. Bunnies has lapped Morcherry. So Morcherry in 14th place has been lapped by the race leader on lap number 20 for him, 21 for the race leader, obviously. As things start to settle down a little bit, Bailey no longer has the pressure of Alpha Capri. Christo, though, is catching him up about half a second a lap. So Christo looking quite happy, the German. Looking good in 7th place for McLaren. 8th is Ragemus in the Alpha Capri, in the Alfa Romeo. Rob on drums in 9th. He's on softs, going quite long now. Ajax in 10th. So he's had an eventful race. Means he's down in 10th. As at the front of the field, we have our first of the race leading trio coming into the pits. It's Bondimus in the Lotus. So soft tyres, 21 laps for him. It's such a long pit stop. Where is he? There he is. In comes the Team Lotus. Rob on drums also coming in this lap to change his soft tyres. Bondemus has a set of mediums and a set of hards, so I'd expect him probably to put the medium... No, hards. So we've seen this before from drivers. They come in, they do one lap on the hards, and then they do another stop. It's the popular choice. Yep, so Rob on drums looks like he's doing the same as Alpha Capri comes in for his first effort SNL pit stop too. Does he put on his mediums? No, he's going softs. So drivers are starting to make their pit stops. Bunny's not thinking about it on those medium tyres as the clouds really start to look ominous here. The cloud covering has increased on lap number 23 for Bunnies as the Punisher comes in, as does his Ferrari teammates. So both Ferraris in as Bunnies leads once more. Ben stays in second place. We're seeing drivers doing their stops. Christo up to third. Now Bailey fourth. The Punisher in the pits in the Ferrari. Nice stop for them. What does he do? He puts the hards on. So this is the popular choice. Ajax in sixth place with Bondemus behind him. So Bondemus on the hards. He's going a bit longer then. Gasman on hard tyres too, so he's joined his teammate. Ragemus goes onto the hard tyre, so he's got softs left. Rob on drums then, as predicted, into the pits. So this is the tactic. You do one stop on one lap on the hards in the middle of the race. The thing is, you run the risk of being lapped by the race leader. Bunnies has not stopped yet. He has got a 15-second lead over Ben in second. Ben has got about 3 seconds to Christo in third. The McLaren drivers, so we have a 1-3 for McLaren. As it stands, obviously pit stops are happening. Bailey not deciding to stop. Ben is in the pits. Still going to have a 1-2 for McLaren. McLaren 1-2, we've not seen that very often this season. So Bailey in third, Ben coming into the pits to change his tyres. Ajax, as everyone else is stopping, he's on these medium tyres, has not stopped yet, moves himself up into fourth. The current champion having to fight back after some early skirmishes. Bondemus, he's on the hard tyres still, so he's going, oh my word, Gasman and Ben side by side. Gasman on the hard tyres, Ben is on the softs. So Ben will have the advantage going out of turn number 3. Surely he'll have the advantage. No! Gasman holds the position. Ben lines himself up for a move into turn number 4. Positions himself up the inside of the Ferrari. Takes the apex, but the Ferrari's still there on exit. But no, Gasman has no answer to the Benetton on the soft tyres. So the Benetton up into 6th place now. The Ferrari not pitting after his one lap. As we see Christo stopping now. So Ragemus is in 8th. As I think that was Morcherry being lapped by these drivers. So Jan has got Morcherry ahead of it, Ragemus ahead of him. Ragemus on the hards. Jam on the worn softs. Is up ahead, Christo coming out of the pits. Where will he join? He's on the hard tyres now. And he's only got hards to run for the rest of the race as well. So it's going to be a tough job for him. We see the Alfa Romeo and the Jordan climbing up the hill. So Ragemus on hards. Jam following him. The Punisher, that was weird. The Punisher in 10th after his stop. So he's on the soft tyres now. Alpha Capri in the pits. So his medium tyres are over. He'll run onto the softs. As is that. Hold on a second. Alpha Capri's put the wet tyres on. Because as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, the water indicator's turned on and the lights are flashing on the back of the cars. Bailey is in the pits. Bunnies is not. Can we see it on screen? Yes, we can. Rain has hit us here at the Red Bull Ring. Well, Bunnies is in the best position. He hasn't stopped yet. That means he doesn't have to run any other tyres. Bailey comes out on the wets. They must think it's going to rain really hard. Christo, on the hard tyres, he's going to have Bailey on the exit. Bailey has the red tyres, red light. Ajax on the inters. You can hear the rain. Full wets for Bondimus. It is. Well, this might make sense why Gasman didn't stop then. As we see Ragemus coming out the pits. He has full wets. Jam has the intermediates. So what happens as they come out of the pits? Jam able to get the power down quicker with the intermediates, and he gets past Ragemus in the front of the field then. Oh my word, the rain has really come down here. Has anybody... Oh, Christo's spun it on the straight. He's aquaplaned on the straight. The McLaren, hard tyres. The rain has come at the wrong point for him. Is anybody else struggling with... The tyres are lowy on softs. Full wets from Mr. Smith. We've got a couple of drivers have disappeared. Morecherry has disappeared. Slenderfella has also disappeared. Bunnies is on the intermediates in the McLaren. Bailey, full wets for him. It is wet, and it's getting wetter. Those curbs are incredibly wet. You can see Ajax having problems on the exit as he ran onto the curb. The spray is kicking up. Ben has managed to get himself to the pits on the soft tyres as drivers start to struggle. So Jam goes up into 6th place on his intermediates. So he's trying to catch Gasman. Gasman has got Bondimus ahead of him. So Ben comes out of the pits. He's on the inters. So we've got a mixture of intermediate runners and wet runners. Christo coming in. Intermediates for Rob on drums. Wets for Mr. Smith. Intermediates for Aloe. And intermediates for the race leader. What is his gap? Whoa. His gap is about 23 seconds to Bailey. Bailey has got himself up into 2nd place. He's on the wet tyres. Is he able to use them fully? Do not be confused, that is Mr. Smith in the Renault behind, and not the chasing Ajax. Ajax has the green light, as opposed to the red light of Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith having a look at Bailey, going into turn number 1. Goes up the inside. Oh, and a little bit of a touch there with Bailey. Well, he's not racing Bailey. He may... Well, they're both... So Bailey has full wet tyres. That is where Bailey's running out of speed. Ajax then catching up at 23.7 for Bailey. He can't get the car moving out of the corners as well as Ajax. So those tyres, the full wet, are not the tyre to be on. It's the intermediate that seems to be the race tyre. Ragemus and Jam. Ragemus is on the wet. He's overtaken Jam on that previous lap. Jam must have made a mistake. He did a 23. Ben, first lap on his inters. Punisher in 9th place. Full wets for him. I think... Oh, as Punisher can't get it stopped. Full wets for Alpha Capri as well. Has it stopped raining? On board with Rob on drums. There's mist in the air, but it looks like it's stopped raining. So the drivers will be now looking at that moisture indicator and thinking, well, okay, can we get a result here? As Bailey has to fight hard on the inside with Ajax. Ajax has the better tyres. Ooh, a little bit of an issue between the two drivers. Intermediates for Ajax, wets for Bailey. Overtake deployed by the Canadian. Can he make the move into turn number 3? Bailey having to leave space. He's on the wet curb, which actually would help him, but Ajax getting past now. So the Renault up into second. And Bailey in third. It is wet here at the Red Bull Ring. We've had full rain for a few laps. And now it's stopped. Here comes the problem then for Bailey. He's on full wet, so is Bondemus. What's the gap between Bondemus and Gasman? 5 seconds, roughly. Gasman in 5th place. He's got a big gap, though, to Ragemus as the sun starts to come out. So what is the plan? Jam in 7th place with Ben 8th. The drivers have actually spread out a little bit. The rain has caused a bit of field spread. And it's Mr. Smith. Got a Lowy catching him up. Blue flags are waving. Jam in the pits then. Jam in the pits on lap number 29. What does Jam do then? So Jam in the Jordan. Is this a Jordan gamble? In comes it, the yellow Hornet. The wet tyres are coming off. It looks like wet tyres are going on, but Jam's off on the softs. Oh my word! The car goes down to 18 miles an hour as he leaves the pits. And Alpha Capri behind him. Alpha Capri on full wets. Jam then on soft. So Jam has gambled. He's gone early on the softs. Lost the position to Ben as he goes gingerly out of turn 3. Trying to get the power down on the car. Not happy with him for doing this, possibly. We'll have to keep an eye on that gap. Ben then in 7th. Ragemus. Gasman 5th. It's very dark again. I mean, it could, as the drivers are having to go onto the wet to cool their tyres. Oh, Ben nearly loses it. And he's on the intermediates. Well, Jam will be looking. He won't know what's going on there, as he's got Alpha Capri and Rob on drums chasing him down. Rob on drums on the inters. Alpha Capri on the full wets. Rob on drums looking to make the move into turn number 10. Makes the position. Now he's got the only driver on the slick tyre in the race. Christo is there. Mr. Smith and Lowy at the front of the field, though. Bunny's leading. Where is Ajax? Ajax miles away from Bunny's. Bunny's has a huge lead. Have a look at what's happening with Jam. So Jam has... Oh, he's just got overtaken by Rob on drums around the outside. So Rob on drums able just to drive past the Jordan. So Jordan trying to hold position, but can't do it. Bailey in the pits, and he gets overtaken by Alpha Capri too. Will the Punisher get past? The Punisher on the intermediates. The Jordan just can't get the power down. Jam has lost 3 places, so Jam's gone too early on the softs. Does that mean Bailey in the pits, as some other drivers are coming in as well? They're going for softs. Gasman as well. He's on the softs. Ragemus also soft tyres. As they come out of the pits, do they go as slow as Jam did? Yes, they do. It's so tricky on the exit. The car just wants to spin. So Ragemus out of the pits. Safely ahead of Rob on drums. Rob on drums on the intermediates. The Punisher 9th. Alpha Capri 10th. Alpha Capri then has got the attention of Jam. Can Jam now use these soft tyres to his advantage? He has to go onto the wet to get past into turn 3 on the exit. Can't get the power down. Yes, he can get some drive, but it doesn't look like he can get the power. Oh, as there goes a car. That looked like that was Bailey. Was that Bailey going off? Does that mean Bailey's been lapped? So Bailey on the soft tyre. Bailey's been lapped. And Bailey just drives off the circuit. He gets onto the wet. Bailey in 5th place has been lapped by the race leader. Bunnies on the intermediates quite happily on the inters as Bondamus comes into the pits. Well, Bondamus just in the pits. And you see Ben getting past Aloe. Bondamus is in. What does he go on to? Another set of wets, it says. No, racing mediums. And he's down to 18 miles an hour once more. As the car comes out of the pits, he's been lapped as well. Oh my word. Bunnies has lapped everyone up to 3rd place. This is unbelievable from the Canadian. He's got a huge lead over his brother, the defending champion. So here is Ajax in 2nd place, but what is the gap? The gap must be astronomical. It's 45 seconds. It came at exactly the right time for Bunnies. Everybody else scrambling around for new tyres. Bailey in 4th place, trying to get the tyres up to temperature. Bondamus also struggling as they're on the dry tyres now. Ben coming into the pits, seeing the crossover possibly, although, I mean, they're doing 17s on inters. Has anybody done a full lap on... Jam's had 21 and a 30. Jam's going off once more. We saw Bailey go off there, so if you just get that car just slightly offline, it's in the gravel. For the intermediate drivers, what did Gasman do? An 18.2. An 18.1 for Ajax, so the Bunnies is doing 15.9s on the inters. So he's going nearly as fast as some were going on their hard tyres in the dry. It is definitely a lot drier. The sun is out here at the Red Bull Ring. Like, share and subscribe to this chaos. Gasman's got himself up into 3rd. And that's because Ben has pitted, so Ben's come out on hard tyres. As in the background, Bailey's got the attention of Rob on drums. Rob on drums on the inters. He can position his car where he wants. Bailey can't. Bailey's on the softs. But Bailey then has his eyes on Ben. So you can see the cars behind them having a look for some wet track to try and cool their tyres down. As Ben, 6th place. He has no answer to Bailey though. Bailey is used to these slick tyres in the wet conditions, and he has soft tyres too. Ragemus up to 5th as he slides it. Oh, just catching onto the grass. Oh my word, he's lost a ton of places. He was in 5th, he's now 9th. Bailey then, 5th place for him as he tries to catch Bondamus down. Alpha Capri chat saying what great action it's been so far in this race. It really has. Absolute chaos. Although he has been lapped. He's on lap 34, so he's lapped twice. A podium finisher, Aloe. Potential of a race win this season was what everyone was expecting. Well, nobody's allowed to win unless your name is Bunnies. It would seem as the Benettons. Rob on drums has got past his teammate. Rob on drums on the intermediates. But then Ben having a good exit. So these Benettons side by side, lap 35 and 42. Although it's 41 for these drivers, they've been lapped. The Punisher has a great view of all of this. He's going to get past Ben. The intermediates are proving to be the better race tyre, as those on the slicks just can't, as Ragemus proves the point, they just can't hold the positions. Jam down in 11th place. He was in 6th as the rain hit. Alpha Capri in 12th. Full wets from Mr. Smith. Aloe on the intermediates. I have a feeling they've got no choice But to run those tyres now, Bunny's just quite happy on the inters, lapping 2 seconds a lap quicker than the man in second place. The gap's huge. 17.4 for Gasman, so Gasman is catching 1.1 seconds quicker. So Gasman having, let's go on board with the Ferrari driver. You can see the left hand side at the bottom near the timer is the wetness gauge, the moisture. Gasman going nowhere near the curbs, look. If he went on those curbs, he would be spinning. This corner, turn number 6, has caught out a lot of drivers today. Does not run wide, does not touch the curb at all. On exit a little bit, but there it spiked. As he did so, spikes again. Bailey has got past Bondamus. So Bailey doing 16.7, so Bailey's found time now. Bailey using a lot of speed in that Red Bull. Oh, as they go onto the curb, it's heart-in-mouth moments for all these drivers. You can see the dry line now. They're all very closely packed though. The Punisher in 7th place, following Rob on drums. These two have not stopped for hards. They haven't got hards to run. They've used all their hards earlier in the race. They can't go on to another set. They haven't got any more left. They've got to run these intermediates, and that looks like that's the way to go. Christo in 8th. He's ahead of Ragemus now, as Ben also struggles for grip. So the drivers that thought they were being clever, putting the new tyres on for the dry, I don't think it's worked. I don't think it has worked at all. Bunny's on the intermediates is quite happy. He's got a big lead. He can use the curb. He can use all the track he wants to. The drivers on the dry tyres cannot. As Bunny's, he's going to set a fast time here. 16.0. Bondamus has gone round. Bondamus has had a spin. And it's that turn, number 6. He's gone deep into the gravel. And he loses a lot of time. Christo. He's got the attention of Ragemus. Christo then can catch up Bondamus. Ragemus has an opportunity. Will he make the move? Going into turn 9, he doesn't have to. He's passed already. Up the inside, but then he hits the water. Gets the Alfa Romeo stopped. Oh, as Bondamus loses it on the exit. He was on the curb. Those medium tyres lost traction as he spins again. Yellow flags, Jam not close enough to catch the ailing Bondamus. So once more Bondamus in the latter stages of a race just hits bad luck. He has the speed, we've seen it multiple times this season. He's down in 13th place in the championship despite all that speed. This season is incredibly harsh. Make a mistake and you come near the back. But if you don't make a mistake, if you leave your pit stop late and have no issues at all, you can be leading by a country mile. Oh my word, it's about 50 seconds is this gap. Bunnies and Ajax, there's just no, they're not in the same postcode. As Ajax has a 38 seconds lead over Gasman. Has Gasman been lapped? Gasman's on lap 39. Gasman has been lapped. Oh, Bunnies nearly loses it. Gasman in 3rd place has been lapped by Bunnies. That is unbelievable. The rain came exactly when Bunnies needed it to. And the two drivers that had the hardest race tyre settings are 1st and 2nd. Mediums, hards were their dry race options. They're now 1-2. Gasman in 3rd place. He'll be cursing this rain. We think it's cost him victory here at the Red Bull Ring. Rob on drums up in 5th place. This could be his best ever finish in Formula X. The American looking very strong. He's got the Punisher behind him though. The Punisher He finished 4th last time out. He's looking at 5th. These two did not stop when it dried out. They're using intermediates. At points, this circuit is bone dry. So they are fighting hard. Going into the closing stages, they are being caught by Ragemus. 15.9 for Ragemus, so he is lapping nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker than these two ahead of him as they fight hard. Rob on drums having to find the wet stuff. The Punisher looking to get past but can't. They go up the hill towards turn 3. They're all okay for now. Bunny's leading. He's halfway through, so he's got a lap and a half left of this race, as Ajax has 2 laps. This is half a lap more than ahead of his brother. He's a lap ahead of Gazman. As Bunny's comes out of the last corner to start his last lap, Ajax goes into turn number 3, and Gazman has been lapped. As we then see, Ragemus getting past the Punisher. Ragemus has the grip compared to the runners on the intermediates. On board with the Alfa Romeo. This race, Rob on drums, running wide. He has to get some wet tyre temperature. It's not happening, not quite yet. As we go to Bunny's, he's into turn number 4, so we go back to Rob on drums and Ragemus. Ragemus has an opportunity on his last lap to make the move into turn 3. Can it be done? Not quite, but he might get it on exit, as at the front of the field. Ragemus has lost position. Ragemus has spun it. Alpha Capri's spun it. We've got cars all over the field. But Bunnies is going to finish in 1st place here at a chaotic race. What happened to Ragemus then? Ragemus lost the car. He got a tap from the Punisher. And the Punisher backs right off. Christo will be thinking that was close. Christo up to 6th. On the final lap, Ragemus then getting past the Punisher. The Punisher letting him past. As it all goes chaotic. Alpha Capri finishes in 12th place in this crazy race. I don't know where anyone's finishing. Ajax is still a long way behind. Gazman then, 3rd place, a lap down. No celebrations from the Ferrari pit wall, despite the podium. Bailey 4th. Rob on drums is going to finish in 5th place. All on his own. His best result then in SNL. He does like this track. I remember him having a good result last time we came here. 2nd place, Ajax, still a long way from the finish line. Christo finishing in 6th, 7th Ragemus, the Punisher in 8th. Ben has got Bondemus all over the back of him. The Benetton and the Team Lotus car. The Benetton is going to get past and hold a position for 9th. 10th is Bondemus. That's annoying. Ajax in 12th. It's so chaotic. Oh my word. Jam, the last driver, well, he's not on the lead lap. He's a lap down, and he's going to cross the line in the Jordan. It's not the result the Jordan team would be wanting on this race, but what chaos here at the Red Bull Ring. Rain came just at the wrong moment for some, but exactly the right moment for Bunnies. He wins yet again here in season number 10 of Formula X. That's 4 out of 5 for the Canadian. Absolutely marching on. He has a formidable lead in the championship as well. 145 points. He's only dropped 5 points from absolutely phenomenal. Second place, nearly a minute behind, was Ajax. The current champion is second. Third, a lap down, was Gasman in the Ferrari, a former champion. A lap down in all the chaos. Apologies for those last laps. It was just everyone seemed to be spinning all over the place. Bailey finishes in fourth. Another impressive result for Bailey. Third from the last race. Fifth place is Rob on drums in the Benetton, his best finish in Formula X. Sixth place, his best finish, is Christo in the McLaren. Fantastic for him. Seventh place was Ragemus. Eighth was the Punisher. Contact with Ragemus on that last lap, costing him positions. Ben will wonder what on earth happened to this race. Ninth place for him. He started but finishes ninth. The same for Bondamus, the early race leader. He finishes in 10th. 11th in the Jordan. 12th on his debut in Formula X and SNL was Alpha Capri. He'll be happy about his speed, but not necessarily the result. 12th, not representative of him at all. Aloe down in 13th place, just not the weekend for him. And Mr. Smith finished in 14th. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I mean, absolute chaos here at the Red Bull Ring. But despite that, it's the usual result. Bunnies wins. Lol. Join us next week for round number 6 before the mid-season break. It's Fuji. And guess what it can do in Fuji? That's right. It can rain once more. Join us next week for more action here at SNL. Goodbye.